Hey, my beautiful people. So, I just wanted to provide a little update on the feeling lost thing and not knowing how I should feel. And even though I know I've already said thank you under the comments, but thank you to those two viewers that commented on my last post, my last video. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. Um, I got to talk to he's not my actual uncle. He's like a cousin who's older. So because he's older, I call him my uncle out of respect. So I did get to talk to him today because I called him earlier. Because I was like, geez, I called twice yesterday. No pickup, no answer. It's rare that he doesn't pick up when I call. So it just had me like wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't he picking up my calls? Why wasn't I able to talk to him? Like what was going on to why, like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't hearing nothing. Like, why hadn't he informed me or anything? Like, why did I have to find out through Facebook, pretty much? So I had left him a voicemail and I was like, listen, I already know, and it's kind of messed up that I found out through Facebook, and the person who posted it on Facebook had my phone number, so they could have told me, you know, instead of me having to find out through Facebook through their post. But I had left him, you know, a voicemail just basically saying, I hope everything's okay with you, but like, y'all could have told me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that I wasn't talking to her, but that was still my mother. At the end of the day, she was still my mom. Like, I don't hate her. I hate the things that she did. I hate the experiences that I had with her, but I don't hate her because that was still my mother. And he basically was like, he didn't have my number saved. Then he told me what transpired and what happened and how she ended up in the hospital. And he told me like what happened all the way up until the day they pulled the plug. And he let me know, like, you know what I'm saying, it was the lung cancer mixed with a bacteria mixed with COVID, to why she didn't make it. But I was like, you know, somebody should have called me, because we could have at least paid our respects over the phone to her. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, this is bothering me. It's bothering me a lot. I really thought I had more time. And I don't know if y'all know what I mean when I say that, but when I'm saying I really thought I had more time, what I've been trying to do since I left is get myself mentally strong again. I had a postpartum depression after I had my last baby. I had a whole mental breakdown a year later. I ended up in a psych ward. I've been trying to mentally get back on my feet again. Like, I've been trying to work on me. I've been trying to rebuild myself back up again to being a strong woman, you know, a strong mother, a strong person. I've been trying to get a backbone. I've been trying to learn myself and love myself and respect myself and all these other things that come along with it. And I thought I had more time to get myself in a good headspace, in a good mental space where no matter what would transpire from the interaction, I should still came out okay, if that makes sense. So I don't have that time anymore. My bad, Beba just called and I had to answer her call, but I don't remember what I was saying, so my apologies. My mind is like everywhere, but Yeah, I thought I had more time. I thought that like I'd be able to work through my demons, get stronger, know how to handle her, know how to, like, I know we weren't gonna be a picture perfect family because we like had a love-hate relationship, like, but I thought we would be able to at least be cordial to each other, and I was hoping that she would actually like admit her errors as a grandparent and become a better grandparent. Because I always wanted my kids to have the type of grandparents I had growing up. Like, my grandparents were dope. My grandparents were awesome. Like, my grandparents were dope. Like, I lucked out with my grandparents. They were dope as hell. Like, I miss them like crazy. They were dope as hell. Like, my grandparents were dope. And I always wanted my kids to have what I had growing up. You know what I'm saying? The type of grandparents I had growing up. But she wasn't like that behind my back, you know? Just because I wasn't talking to her and I wasn't having no contact with her didn't mean I hated her. I just had to do what I had to do for me and mine, to protect me and mine. At the end of the day, she was still my mother. My father don't claim me. My father never claimed me. I may carry his last name, but that man don't ever claim me. To this day, he still don't claim me. Like, she was the only other parent I had besides my grandparents who also raised me. Like, now I'm really out here alone. Like, I was alone before, but I knew she was out there. And I knew I was gonna go back, not go back physically, but like pick up the phone one day and call and have a cordial conversation and see what we could resolve. But now I can't do that no more because she's no longer here. And low key, I blame myself a little bit because when I found out the cancer returned, which I thought it was her breast cancer that returned, she beat it once, so I just assumed she was gonna beat it again. I didn't know it was lung cancer. I thought it was just her breast cancer. But I couldn't reach out. I'm not in no mental headspace to reach out. I barely got my shit together. I'm still trying to figure out how to survive. I'm still trying to figure out how to get on my feet. Like, I'm still coming to terms with the wheelchair and my back and my legs and everything else, and I'm trying to still find ways to cope with that. Like, I'm starting physical therapy in hopes that I could do a lot more and need the wheelchair less. Like, I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot on my plate. And then now you add this monkey wrench. It's just crazy. Like, all I sit here thinking about is like, maybe it happened the way it happened for a reason, you know. Maybe mentally I couldn't handle saying goodbye. You know, maybe mentally I wasn't gonna be able to handle. Maybe if I was still in the picture, I wouldn't have been able to cope with losing her. Like, maybe this way is was the best way. Like, I took my grandfather dying really hard. I still haven't dealt with that hurt. I don't talk about him because every time I do, I start to cry. Like, I know I'm still hurting off of that. I took my grandmother's death really hard. Like, I barely talk about her for the same reason, because I start to cry. Like, maybe everything happened the way that it happened so that it don't break me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just know that I shouldn't have found out on Facebook. I should have gotten a phone call. I don't know. I was listening to my daughter talk earlier on Wisdom. She did her first actual chat on Wisdom earlier, and she was venting about it. And even though she told me one thing about how she was feeling yesterday when we talked about this, today on Wisdom she was talking about how she wished she could have paid her respects and said her goodbyes, and she wished she could have had her closure. Like, I feel the same way. I wish I could have been able to say my goodbyes and have my closure. Because that's my mother. That's my mom. Like, who has the right to decide if I find out or not? Y'all don't know what happened behind closed doors in that house? Y'all don't know what happened behind closed doors in my upbringing? Like, nobody had a right to decide whether I get to know or not. Or how I find out. The woman wasn't perfect. By far means, she wasn't perfect. But she birthed me. She gave me life. And I tried to appreciate her as much as I could and respect her as much as I could. Until she started doing some of the stuff that she did that was completely disrespectful and out of pocket and wrong. Things you just don't do to someone that you love, that's your child. Like, but I was still my mother. I still had a right to know. Granted, I wouldn't have been able to make it up there. And I know I wouldn't have been able to make it up there. But at least I would have known. And like I said, I could have video chatted even though she was on the machine. Granted, she probably wouldn't have known we were even on the phone. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I don't know. Maybe I need to let it go. Maybe I'm wrong for feeling how I feel. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Oh, well, I think I'll just end it here. Beba just came. She gave me my soda. I'm done thirsty and I got a drink. I want a snack from the vending machine. And I can't get the change out my pocket and get that while I'm holding the phone. It's a lot of stuff in the pocket. Maybe you could talk to the vlog real quick. Hey, vlog? YouTube. Oh, I hate YouTube. How you doing? Been a while. Don't know if mom's been talking Yeah, remember yesterday I told him what happened?
Oh, yeah. So, still confused. Still a lot to process on all that. Ain't life wonderful? It's just a basket of peaches, ain't it? Like, can be having fun one day, the next get bad news, I guess. And then the next you gotta figure out how to process all that. So, yeah. Life just knows how to give it to you. Don't know how to prepare you for it, but definitely know how to give it to you. And then some. But still hanging in there. Still trying the best to just get through. So how's things on your end? Like, still have any advice? No advice on how to get through this?
That's what you want. You can get something too. I want the
Okay.
But yeah, like if y'all, I mean, you guys may not have any advice only because it is like a really weird situation. Like most people don't stop talking to their parents, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't cut off, cut ties or whatever, but y'all may not have no suggestions. And I can respect that and I can understand that. But I don't know. I just think it really does suck how I found out. Like, I open my Facebook and boom, that's the first thing I see. Like, the whole time I was doing my evaluations for PT and for OT, I was like all in my head because I was just like, why did I open Facebook? Why did I open Facebook? If I would have never opened Facebook that morning, I probably would have never known. And I wouldn't be in my little torment of feelings and emotions and thoughts and all that stress. Hey. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like confused, you guys. Confused, lost, sad, mad, angry. Confused. I know I already said that, but I'm really confused. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on the information that I had. I know her body's supposed to be transported to Puerto Rico so that the funeral service can be held over there, and the burial service is going to be held over there as well. I doubt that even if I could make it, which I know that I'm unable to do so because I don't have money to fly the four of us over there, and we have nowhere to stay over there. Plus, I doubt my family would welcome us because when I did talk to my uncle, he's supposed to be giving my biological uncle a call, so he was supposed to talk to him and see if, I can get his number so I can talk to him because see what's gonna happen moving forward. But Yeah, it's sad, guys. It's sad. And it sucks. It's sad and it sucks. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all an update, and I hope you guys are having a good weekend and enjoy, okay? Love y'all. Be safe.